or YouTube ads is my least favorite way to earn money on YouTube, and something that for years I just considered as like a tip jar. I was like, I'm just not going to focus on it because it doesn't add up to that much. But if you want to do this, the key strategy would be to get a lot of views. Maybe that's obvious, but again, that's the way. If you're going to make money with YouTube ads, you need tons and tons of views. The good news is there's tons of people crushing it that have views, but they're monetizing in other ways, and that is our goal here. But I promised you, right, some case studies. James, he's from Ecom Insiders, part of our program called Video Ranking Academy. Look at this. He got $1,000, a little bit over of earnings in a month, and only on 162,000 views. I just want to illustrate this because he has an extremely high CPM. I said normally 1,000 views gets $2. He gets about $15 for every 1,000 views. Why? Because of the niche that he's in. And we don't have much time to go very deep into this, but one thing to do with YouTube ads is if you can really niche your channel down and go into certain niches that have higher CPMs, you can start earning some decent money. But check this out. By the way, I have to say this, and we have a bunch of case studies in this. These results, are not typical. These results take hard work, action. Any of the illustrations in this are here for illustrative purposes. They're not a I know you know I'm not promising you that this is what you can make, but it's not a promise of what you can earn. Because also, I don't know if you're going to take action or not. Like, I don't know what your circumstances are, where you're starting, if you're even going to post videos, right? But saying that, check out what James said. My ad revenue accounts for about 3% of my income on social media. Let that sink in. This is one of the biggest things I want you to get in this masterclass. I want you to stop thinking, honestly, small, just about YouTube ads, trying to get views and subscribers. I want you to think bigger about playing a bigger game, building a business around yourself and around your YouTube channel. And you do the math yourself. James is killing it, right? And we'll talk about kind of how later, but just 3% of his income is coming from ads, right? And here's my YouTube journey back around 2013. As I was going into that year, here's YouTube ads. I made about $66 one month, but that same month, what you can see here, because you get paid out 3 months later on affiliate marketing, just so you know for the continuity of that. Look, 4x higher. So YouTube ads did about $66, but when I was just starting, I did $259 with affiliate marketing that month. So here's the thing. If the policy change was happening then, I would have been bummed that I didn't get that $66, but it doesn't have to stop you. No one is stopping you. That's something to keep in mind. You can just crush it, go all in, monetize in different ways. So the second way I want to talk about is affiliate marketing, because it's literally the best, in my opinion, way to get started, especially if you don't have a product yet, you don't have something else happening yet. Amazon Associates is a great one. There's Amazon in multiple different countries that you can sign up for to be a part of their associate program. And again, we mentioned this. You sign up, you start getting custom links, you can put them in your YouTube description, and then you can make money. And so here's an example of somebody who's a part of our community, Jabin. He's got a barbecue channel. And so he's got this video, best barbecue accessories, gifts for dad, and he'll promote it during Father's Day and stuff. So he just does the video. There he is, sitting on his porch, talks about he loves barbecue. Again, he's building income around his passion, right? A business around his passion. And he's got his affiliate links in the description below. And with affiliate marketing, Jabin has done, it's actually way more now, but so these kind of older numbers, $500 Canadian, he's in Canada. He's done about $100 on other affiliate programs. And here's another cool thing, it's just a bonus. When you build up your channel in a specific niche, you can start getting free product. And because he loves barbecue and his barbecue channel, he actually has a meat sponsor. He gets free meat. He has gotten free. He got a free grill. They started sending him. It's a lot more than that too. A lot of free product from that. Of course, I know many of you. In fact, I'd love to hear what niche are you in. Post that in the comments. What your niche is. And Kimberlea is doing different things on her channel. Here's a video about nail tutorials, and then of course in her YouTube description she links to the nail polish, right? So what niche are you in? Like, what is your topic? You know, Kimberlea, now I think she does tech accessories. Jabin's doing barbecue. George, I see, is in traveling and health. Lynn, women's clothing. Renee, indie games. Alma, and travel. I love it. And so lots of different niches. And here's the thing. This works in any niche. This is Heather. She has a homeschool channel. And look at this. 3 best books for homeschool moms. And she's earning money with affiliate income. And I think she didn't even post, or maybe only posted 1 video in this last month, but earned something like $50 because she had some videos out there. And so it's really cool. So a power tip is there's an affiliate program for pretty much everything. Like, just check. You can just Google it. Like, Google the brand you love and type in affiliate or associate or ambassador program. And so this is Timothy, and he's got a tech channel. He's got a lot of videos on drones. And so again, he's building his influence. He's got good subscribers, good views, but his channel's not huge. So you might think, well, man, if he doesn't have a huge channel, he can't be making big money. Well, aha, well, let's check it out. And so with affiliate marketing, this seems insane to me, but check this out. This is his DJI affiliate program. $15,000, you know? Now I have to say, again, like, results are not typical, but this is real, right? Like, think about that. And that's just one program. So Timothy is doing Amazon. He's doing other affiliate programs. But that's some serious coin, right? From affiliate marketing that, again, not based on YouTube views. You got to get views if you ultimately are going to do it, but not because of YouTube ads. So post in the comments, what is one affiliate video idea that you could do related to your niche? Here's a couple examples, like product reviews make the most sense, or 5 examples here. Product tutorials, like showing someone how to use it and then you can link to it. Favorites videos, like, hey, here's my January favorites. I'm sure in the beauty lifestyle niche, those really lend themselves. Hey guys, I'm linking to everything in the description below. Best of videos, comparison videos. There's actually literally probably hundreds, but those are some of the best ones. But I'd love to hear from you. What is an affiliate video that would be specifically like good for affiliate marketing that you could probably work on? And so, even Dee Dee says, well, my niche is comedy. My niche is comedy. So it's really not necessarily affiliates. Potentially, but at the same time, you get to shape your content. And so if you did a Saturday show about favorites, if you did, again, if you want to earn income, you might need to reverse engineer the strategies. Does that make sense? I mean, at the end of the day, like, if you want to create a path to income, then go down the path that leads to income. And so we could talk about that a little bit later in Q&A, but I think there's a lot of things you could include. Keep in mind, you always have a blank slate for what shows, what videos, what episodes you're doing on your YouTube channel. And so definitely post some ideas, and don't just post them. This is a masterclass. There's a reason I want you to take notes. If you want, excuse me, grab your calendar, grab your phone, and schedule when you're going to shoot this video. Because again, I don't want to just communicate some information on this thing. I want you to get some results. I want you to build your income. And the way you're going to do that is by taking massive action, right? And so different types of affiliate marketing examples. Number 3, you can sell something. And by the way, you should sell something. Even if you're just starting or you haven't started yet, I want you thinking about this from day one. I want you thinking about this right now. In 2018, I want you to be thinking about this because, again, same thing. I love that question. You came in, well, I have a comedy channel and I do story time. If you're going to build a business model around your YouTube channel, you have to build a business model around your YouTube channel.
When there is no beginning and no end.
Excuse me, Sean, the profound sentences. Well, I know it's not profound, but ultimately, again, if you want to build a business model around your YouTube channel, you just got to actually do it. And selling something is a great way. For example, merch, right? And so I asked in our private Facebook group, what are some of the merch things you guys are doing? Someone has a journal. Someone's doing shirts. Jabin, we mentioned him. He's doing his own line of barbecue rubs that he sells locally and seasonally. Tim is an artist. So he is selling his oil paintings, so t-shirts, accessories, art, creative. We're talking about how to build your income by actually creating and selling something. Got Love, they're Las Vegas vloggers here in our city. And they've got this awesome vlog channel, but they created their Got Love shirts. And by the way, really easy to set up. They just went to teespring.com, uploaded some artwork, and now they have merch. So this doesn't have to be like some crazy, like, what, create something. My gosh, like, what are you talking about? It could just be simple things that start building your income a lot faster than other ways. I wrote a book a few years back called YouTube for Churches. And I mean, honestly, it was just an ebook. It never was actually printed. I wrote it in Microsoft Word. I had a friend edit it named Rachel, and I just paid her. I don't even know if I paid her. Thank you, Rachel. But she helped me, proof it and edit it. It had some great content on it. I just Googled how to do it, and I uploaded it to Amazon. And next thing you know, I've got a $6 ebook, and it's about 100 pages long. And as I had YouTube videos and content around it, selling a copy a day or so could lead to $186 a month. And that's just one thing. You could do ebooks, you could do shirts, you could do merch. What is the business, that you could build around your channel? Eileen is a good example. She's full-time. So her and her husband are doing kind of personal development full-time, but her channel is not huge. It's not even getting thousands of views. It's getting like hundreds, but yet she's full-time. Why? Because she's got a book, The Brave Body Method. It's like a body confidence, self-acceptance book. She's got some courses, some things she's created. So again, what is the business model? Even if you don't have clarity on this now, this is how I want you thinking. James, we learned about him earlier. His ad revenue is only 3% of his income because he's doing e-commerce. That's like Shopify, other things. And now this might seem extreme, but there's like a screenshot of like one of his daily revenue at like $1,700. That's not because he's using YouTube to try to be famous like Jake Paul or Logan Paul. He's using YouTube to build his influence, even with a small audience. By the way, his channel is not big at all, but yet he's crushing it because he's built a business model. So remember this question: what skills do I need to survive and thrive in the new economy? You might be like, well, this sounds hard, but keep in mind, you got this. Like, be confident. Everybody I talked about at one time had no idea how to do any of this stuff. Eileen didn't know how to write a book. I didn't know how to write a book. James didn't know how to do e-commerce. Got Love didn't know how to make shirts, right? Everybody started with zero, and everybody started not having the skills they need. But the point of this masterclass is to identify, okay, so I need to study this more. I should go deeper on this, right? I should maybe pick one of these paths and learn more about it. So I have a question, have you started any of these income strategies yet? Or maybe do you have other income strategies that you're focusing on that we haven't talked about? Definitely post that in the comment section. But then here's a power tip, is YouTube income stacking. And this is like where you can then take these and stack them together. And what I've actually learned is that the influencers, the people on YouTube, the entrepreneurs that are crushing it the most are not just having one or two streams of income, but they have multiple streams of income. And that's really how they go side, part-time, full-time on income on YouTube. And so there's other ones we didn't talk about: crowdfunding, merchant products. There's tons actually, but brand deals. When you add those together, they could begin to add up to something significant. So the power tip here is strategically build multiple streams of income this year around your YouTube channel. All right, so I hope that you found that training valuable. And actually, that was just a small part of a full-length YouTube masterclass that we did recently. And if you actually want to check out the entire training for free, it's available on replay right now at tubeinfluence.com. And we'll also post a link to it in the YouTube description below. Question of the day: how are you currently earning money on YouTube, and what did you think about the strategies and tips in this video? I would love to hear from you in the comment section below. So thanks for checking out this video. Subscribe for more videos just like this. And if you want to see the full-length Tube Influence Masterclass training, just click or tap the screen right there. For another video from Think Media, just click or tap the screen right there. Until next time, Think Media is bringing you the best tips and tools for building your influence with online video. Keep crushing it, and we will talk soon.
It was not like that. Spiritual people, they didn't say. They say Guru Sakshat Param Brahm. They didn't say Brahma. Brahma, they refer to the God. Whosoever came as incarnation like Ram or Krishna, to them they referred as Brahma. Brahma Ram Te Nambar. Like that, those say, no, even that Brahma who has come as incarnate, his name is greater than him. That means he is composed of some word. That is what we can say, but it's basically vibration. But there is divine vibration. They are referring name to that. that from it can take the form and then can dismantle and go. So that form is an illusion. For the one who has come as incarnate being, he knows it very well. That it is not, there is no such thing as body. Forget that. Now if you are reading the current science findings, after some time they will be in a position to transplant your whole body. They can just remove your neck and transplant whole body, you will be a new person. So that means they realize that body is not a highest reality. And that from spiritual people you ask, they say, you are not, this body is not there. It is just the accumulation of, basically you are a very light. If you all you can say is that is direct light, there is a white light. You are made of white light. That is how you can differentiate. That's why I say when we meditate, I see light. It is not a big thing. You are whole light. If you have seen something or something, then it's okay. That means you are doing correct way. So, this being the case, how to come to this realization that really I am an illusion. And by the same time, if we are seeing Guru also as a human being like ourselves, then he is also an illusion. And if you see even that he is knowledgeable, then bigger illusion. Because if there is one, and that one is not your Guru, then he is an illusion. That is why we say that if you consider that Guru is an illusion, then it is difficult to reach to the reality. You understand? Because his role is, Guru's role is to remove your illusion. And in your cognition, if that itself is an illusion, he himself is an illusion, then it will be removed. Then who will find reality? So we say Guru is reality. Reality is Guru and Guru is reality. Because if there is no person, as a human being, so long as you have this frame, body, it is very difficult to get over from this. Every day in Satsang we are saying it doesn't exist in reality. Yet it is there, can be denied. Without it we cannot experience. But there are three stages. That is why we are saying one is of understanding. You understand the thing correctly, there is the role of language and you are being prepared for it. If you do practice, correct question will come to you that from here I have reached here, what is my next point? You will not bother who is thinking what, you will bother only where am I, how to go next. That is understanding correctly. When will that come? When it is very clear that body is a limited, it came with a limited span of time, that this much time it will be here. In this, what is the purpose? It is like if you can get over while you have body and you realize that it is not me. I came here to realize that this is limited and I am unlimited. And this can be, I can make my destiny. And next time if I want to have this body, let me do something. Because human frame is one thing that whatever we do, it is not in our hands. It is given by that one only, whom we call ultimate. In my parampara, I call Guru, because I know him only. So it is very clear for me that it is only him, there is nobody else. So this way it goes, that you have to understand and then you have to experience. When you experience, you are the only person to authenticate your own experience, nobody else, not even your Guru. His domain is not of your experience. His domain is that of your feeling, not experience. Individually you are. That is what happening is you, it is your thing. Only you can tell, no, this is art, whether it is going right or wrong. Experience is you. Neither he sees your mind and neither he sees your experience. He is just in the field where he has to be. That is the field of reality. When we reach there, then there is no dialogue needed. That is how it is. So there, when you say there is only one. So here, you go to the Guru, he says Tattvamasi, thou that art, which you are referring to the one. That you are only. But you say, I did not realize this. So when you realize, then that aham brahmasmi, the disciple realize that yes, aham, I am only. But he will not say, because he can't say that. Because the one who says, I am there, that means he has not realized. So by knowing the Brahman, this, what you call, ahankar of knowing also goes with it. That I know, that is also who knows whom. So this, it goes like this. So when you are the Brahman, you realize, then you realize it. So whatever you earlier thought this is Guru, you have seen the real one now. Earlier you were seeing some frame, some form that this is how. Maybe he says, no, this is a frame. But real has to be something, it cannot be something small. When you are saying it has to be all pervasive, isn't it? If it is one, then it has to be all pervasive. And it has to be, now the question comes, where the problem starts is, if my Guru is the reality, then what about the others' Gurus? No, I say that ultimate Brahman, or whom you are referring to, if he is my Guru, then what about others' Gurus? There are so many in the world. Who are they? That is where we say experience has to be individual. Because all, the word we are referring Guru, we are not referring bodies. The same quotient when the Guru says, you are the same as I am, what does he mean? Mean that in reality there is no duality. If you attain to that, you are also the same. Now that how to reach there, for that only we go to the Guru. Otherwise it is so simple that I say the question is same whether exist or not. So that is called establishing of soul. Atma nam srajamyaham. That who creates this Atma? It is Guru. Who else has this power to create soul? Because the one whom you are referring as Brahm, it is all pervasive. If you, anytime I keep on telling this, please ponder over this. If someone who is all pervasive, can he move a little? Can he do anything? Is it possible? Come out with your answers, then you will and see as much science you want to see, because this Sanatan Dharma is very, very well, it goes with science. More the scientist you are, more you will be spiritual. If you by chance go to some subtle, then whatever religion you might be belonging to, you will become spiritual. Because there you realize that kuch nahi, I am just not even a speck. And I got this human frame to realize that ultimate. Then only we realize the value of the Guru. Till then we do not know. This is happening something like this. It is not. Very fortunate. These things I keep repeating. Human frame, inclination towards divinity or of your ultimate realization, and availability of Guru. God cannot give anything more than this. He doesn't have. That is all he can offer. And so in that sense, those who have Guru, they are the fortunate most people on earth. So with this wherewithal which we have, we need to move in the correct direction, correct way. So when we authenticate our own experience and I say this is how it is moving, so then these dualities keep disappearing. You will come to ultimately, I have told people, if you go, why I keep on referring to the religions, because saints happen and religions are what somebody's experiences. They have put it. Try to universalize them, that it goes through stages, spiritual stages, through everyone. So that is how all religion will come to the three things. Different names they might give, ultimately they will come to the three things. So long as the frame is there, people keep wondering. So here we say them Satrajatam, that so long as the creation is there, you have three. Or in human forms we say disciple, Guru and God. This is all. So more you realize, more you keep knowing that Guru is same. What any Guru is, who has attained to the reality, where is the difference? Because that difference alone makes one person different from another. If if you have lost the difference, then where is the person? It is your journey, your impression. Somebody has done something good to you. इसने भी किया है. This also person has done something. This who is saying we are grateful to that? If so long as your impression is there, it will happen. It is not something unwanted. That is how the relations move. So coming to this is very simple. First you have to cognize and sit. Whether give your reasons, where so long as your mind is not satisfied, your reason is not satisfied, your memories are not satisfied, come clear answer about the problem. And it is wise to come to this conclusion that existence is there. Whatever name you want to give. Now that, because you are human beings, so it is better to go through human being. Otherwise we get confused. That is because intelligence and ego, they say, no, why I have everything, cannot I do it on my own? That is where they go haywire. And when we go to the Guru, he will say, because this is his experience. Why unnecessarily troubling yourself? But it is hardly taken because ego is working. So it is very rare that it is taken in the right perspective. So first, tire yourself out fully. At least on all the 4 levels, your consciousness is made of 4 things. As we keep saying, Man, Buddhi, Ahankar, and Smriti, and ego, mind, intelligence, and Smriti, memory. So this is called Chitta. So all 4 you have to satisfy. Tire them out. Ask them. You are not being dishonest to them. So then when they surrender, then you remember. Because so many times people come to this conclusion, but they forget. Because they are not doing satsang correct way.
Tire them means questioning your own self.
Yeah, you question. You have to question whether you exist or not. That's why I used to give in the beginning exercise. Please, there are 3 conditions. You think about it. Do you exist? This is one. I do not exist. I may or may not exist. These are the 3 conditions you have to come. It is not that no, this time I exist and that time I do not and that time I may be, I may not be. Then you are confusing yourself. Please, whatever intelligence you have, apply it 100%. That is what I say, tire it out. Ask the question that this time you were saying this, whatever, then mind also makes up its own story, memories. No, I was not very alert at that time. So I came to this conclusion. Now I am alert, ego. So you have to identify who is speaking. It is, I am saying, it is all about identity. There are 2 things. Identity and existence. Once you, say such an open truth, I mean that is why you are here. We are seeing each other. Is it not the evidence enough that you exist? And since you die, so-called death happens, then is it not the evidence enough that you do not exist? Now you have, in this duration of this do not existing, consider this period of your life till you die, that this is the period of do not exist. This is the period of my non-existence. In that period I can find out who am I. Who am I that exists after death? This has been given to realize that you realize your true identity and existence. So if you do not make your identity, see, if you say, people say, no, I am the ultimate bhakta, I am fine, God is there, I am there, where is there somebody needs in between? Then you are in trouble. How? Because God is everywhere. Sarvam khalu idam brahmam. Now where you have to find out? Everywhere also fine. you will not move an inch. Because he doesn't move, he doesn't have any space. And you are in that image, where will you move? You have to be the same. So you get confused. That is where the Guru comes. So Guru is not a person. It is your calling for yourself that he hears and gives you, like, go this way. This is the way to reach me. This is the way you can know me. So that thing has to be understood in right perspective. If you say, that's why I say, if you have not at least this much homework, everyone should do. They should come to this conclusion that truth is that death happens. But if we go to the Guru, he will say, no, you don't die. It is an illusion. Because here I say, if this is the thing for which you are seeking, that till the death, what should I do, what should I not, then don't come to us. You are better judge. You know, I know least of life, you know better of life. This life, I am saying. Because you may have given much more time. I said, I have hardly given any time to this. Thought, and I never occurred too much in what is happening here and there. It is none of my concern.
I have a question. Yeah. When you say surrender to God, so that you know better, you at least go in that direction to understand yourself. Surrendering, what does that mean?
There are 4-5 stages. So they have been devised to make it simpler. First is art. Art means when you are not, the world is not over for you. You consider this world to be true. You want to consider that it doesn't exist, but still, because of the impression, this illusion is not going from your heart and head. Whenever something in this world happens, you get carried away. You are that real you who never dies, who is immortal, eternal, that refuses to open up in you. Because you have not empowered him enough. That one. Real you is disempowered. So much so that even the world pulls it a little, it says as if it does not exist. This becomes heavier. It is like servant pulls the master. The one we are saying that the real you who never dies. Amritasya putrah vayam. This is not an opinion. Those who realize, they say that this is how we are. We never die. There is no death. So when this pulls, then you forget that who you are. And you start thinking, I am this. That is art. So you are in distress. That is in English, if we translate, the distressed. So then you go to here and there or whatever efforts you can make. I say, bus, this time, this should get over, then I am coming clean to you. And once the problem is over, again in the same mode, maybe with a little bit remembrance that no, something. If you are practicing, if you are not practicing, exactly in the same mode back. So that is stage 1. Now suppose everything is going fine with you in the world. With God's grace or whose grace, it is going fine. Things are happening little bit here and there. Now you have become artharthi. That if I earn this much, I will get respect from that place. If I invest in this relationship, when I become old, my children, grandchildren will value me. My duty is to my son, my daughter, or whatever, all worldly relations. So you are in a give and take. Again, you are not aware of your own reality. So you are, that is called artharthi, that you want something in return. Some meaning you are looking in life. That this is all. Anyway, I cannot know what happens after that. At least so long as life is there, let me do according to my current understanding. Then you are in that mode. little bit somehow some jerk happens, some good karma of the earlier life which you have done. Some things open up, either you meet some saint or you do something happens. Then you realize the fickleness. That what is, once you go into the cognition, you realize that being the president of a country and mending the shoe is same. What are they, if you see really, what are they doing? They are just eating, sleeping, defecating and other things, entertaining themselves. So the pattern is same for the body. When you realize this, you say nothing changes for, because if I do not exist as a human being, world has no problem. So you little more aware, now you are not looking for that. See, this is where the people go wrong. They say when we speak in this way about the world, they say we are discarding the world. So I put in the beginning 2-3 injunctions very clearly. The one who commits suicides, he never was a spiritual person, never. He was following his own mind. He never came to the spirituality despite being in the sea of spirituality. He never came. A spiritual person can never commit suicide, number one. Second thing, I keep telling that if somebody is doing any kind of, what you call this, alcohol or anything which bothers your senses, it makes them dull. He is not following his spirituality. He is following his whims and fancies. Because it is just the reverse. Spirituality is to refine your senses. You are bothering them, pulling them down. You are not a spiritual person. In your mind, you might be. So these two things. Then again I say that a spiritual person is not who runs away from life. A spiritual person is who embraces life fully. Only if he is not spiritual, he will run away to the Himalaya. Because he doesn't want to take care of the other things, or he didn't get the right way to do it. So after some time he will come back. If realization dawns upon that what for he or she is there in the world. Now, when I say it will sound so controversial, but I am ready to face that. So then you become artharthi, that's something you are looking some return in this world, and something happens, some jerk happens. Then you say, no, this is fickle. Then you become jigyasu. Now you are looking for reality. Jigyasu means you want knowledge, real knowledge. Who am I? When you realize that this also is not of any use, when I die, anyway all things will be left, whatever I did. How does it matter to me? Who will be what? Nobody has come back and told things that this is how it functions, very rarely. So, then you become Jignashu. Now when you become Jignashu, then you are trying to become a little bit disciplined. Now you do not need much of the outer agency, because now you yourself are honestly looking for it. That is where the role of Guru begins. That is when you will look for a Guru, because then you realize that apne se hoga. It is not possible. Like in any field, even for the material vidyas, you have to have a teacher. Those even you can do through books, because they are material things. If you read thoroughly, you can make how to cook, if you are reading a cookery book. But still you go for a teacher. But here it is live every moment. So then you realize, no, the one who has seen the path thoroughly, how it is, then you go for it. Then you become Jignashu. Once that you get the knowledge. Now this is very tricky word. Knowledge you ultimately get is that of the realization of your ignorance. But this journey is important. Then only your head will go down. Until you do not realize it. So those who attain to the knowledge, they jump into the love. Because every knowledge, its end is into the love. And love doesn't descend upon until you get the peace. Knowledge gives you peace because things are clear to you as they are. Knowledge means you know the world now as it is. You know your existence as it is. Then only there onwards, when one becomes knowledgeable, then only they realize the value of Guru. Till then it is not realized. And it is not needed also, I am saying much. You can go through books and all. But thereafter, because you know your dependence increases. Here till now dependence was not there because you were prominent. There you know that is a ocean. Without any guide, we can't go anywhere. So that is why those who realize, they say that this is how it is. So only after reaching to that, then you start going down. Once we start going down, then the process of surrender happens. So it is a stage. Surrender is not something like the, oh God, you are there, here I come and go down to you. It is not that. Like, it is not a physical act or mental act even. It is a stage of realizing where your tears roll down, you become that, oh, what this nonsense I was doing. Then you realize the reality is blissful. That is what, to begin with, that's why I say that this whole frame which I keep telling of 16 circles and 16 reasons, this is, everybody is like that. So there are stages of realizing that through your own experience you can verify. If I say this is like that, that's why I do not elaborate on that much. You go through your own experience and report to your Guru that this is what happens. Then it's okay. Because he doesn't have to do with your experience. I tell him there is nothing. You can get how many hours you can enjoy the bliss. Even for 1 hour you sit in meditation. If you get 5-10 minutes of peace, it is difficult for the nature of the existence that now you have to go and work out outside. You have a family to work, you have all the world around, you have to do the work. So there is a proportion for everything. So in that proportion only we have to work. So the surrender, when it happens, it is a happening. There is nothing after that we call Sarnagati. That is where it is. Till then we do not realize, because the moment we say, it's what the mistake we make, because slokas or anything written, they are realization, they are not opinions. This I have to say so many times, but it's difficult for it. They are not somebody's opinions. They have seen that this is like describing, this wall is there, this is there. So when we say Purna Mada, Purna Midam, that is complete, this complete. Now, how else can be told into the word? Because if this is some God, then again, Professor say this and that. Yahava. Because it is within you. So to differentiate it, what else can be told? What you are considering today, suppose you are haggling with your physical existence, which we call Annamaya Kos, then we say it is Yah. Now you are moving towards the Pranamaya Kos, then it is Vah for you. Now you have come over and reached to the Pranamaya Kos, then I say it is Yah. Now Manomaya Kos is Vah for you. You reach further, you say that now Man is also Yah, and now Vijnanamaya Kos is Vah for you. Like that, when we reach to at least Satchidanand, fifth stage, we say, then much is that then you need not do discourses. Then discourses are not much required. Only if you want to see, Satsang is of so many times. That's why I say when we go into the Satsang, we should be very clear what for we are going. When you are going in Satsang, be very clear. What for I am going. And then that way you will receive accordingly. That this is the thing. No, there can be so many things. You go just to seek something, some information is puzzling you. You go just for laugh. Just make yourself happy. You go just to cry. Dukhda or sukhda, both way. Means sometimes you feel unhappy, so you go. Sometimes you feel happy, so you go. What for you have come? That should be very clear. Because accordingly it will come. So then it becomes clear when we have our clarity that this is where I am and how to move forward. So when we say the all-pervasive reality, then it has to be one. That
this word surrender is being used, the Many times when you go to a place of prayer, there is more of give and take. You do this, I will, ये दक्षिणा चढ़ाऊंगा मैं. So it's a give and take. So people advise you that you surrender completely and don't keep expectations. It was probably that word surrender is loosely used. What you have described is a very deep thought.
This is how it
now
is. Because that was when the nature was in pristine state. So people used to do these, they will make Vedika and do Havan, then this Agni, fire god, which is the mediator. Why we call God, God means, here are so many gods. God here means they are doing a particular function, that's what God. They are doing a particular function perfectly, a bureaucrat. That is God for Sanatan. That this is doing work perfectly. Whosoever goes, the work is same. If you do the same thing, same result is there. So that is, this is Paraspara Devo Bhava. Means human beings are also there and they give offering and they are being given rightly, so you get the return. So there is a transaction happening. So that is when the Krishna came, he said, hey, what are you doing all this? You are only looking for the heaven. There is so much beyond. And by doing all these ritual, where do you just keep doing this transaction, you reach to the heaven, it is almost nothing. There is so much beyond. Move ahead. So, because this Manisha, the word Manisha is used by Sakracharya, it is a very deep word. Manisha of this land is such that it accommodates everything. Because it doesn't see duality. It will honestly cognize and see, yeah, this is true for me, this is true for others. Where is the problem? So they took Krishna also in their frame. This is also fine. He has come for something new. This is how there can be finite ways of looking. So otherwise, if you go ahead and be religion, people would have beaten him up. What are you saying? This all we have been doing, and you are saying this is all was. It has a limited value on which everything, every soul, this scaffolding survives, and you are saying that called Vedanta. He said, it is not I am discarding them, I am telling how they work, to what extent they can take you. So then comes the saints and they realize, and the saints being saints, so there's this Jaki Sahaj Swas Smriti Chari, so Hari Padh Kautuk Bhari, he says about God. That the incarnate being in his own breath, all four Vedas are there. Or much more realized, they will say Veda is there. That means knowledge is one. Whether you call them four Veda division, you can 2000-fold, but this knowledge is one. Everything when it goes to the refinement and tends to go towards absolute, it keeps on becoming one. That is the nature. That is how we call it as one only one. But in that mode, if these all rays, they keep thinking themselves that I am different. Are they different from the sun? They are not. That way it is one. So they are all, origin is same. Of everyone's origin is same and is same. In the middle only they are feeling as if they do exist and they are doing something here and there. So it's if you go right way, then fast it goes off. That is the thing. So certain things, anything, that's why I say if you make your stories very clear to yourself. Nothing. Spirituality doesn't need you to read books. For your expansion of knowledge, better you read science. Know what you want to know. And if you have reached to that, now you want to receive only rasa. That is why the katha came. Because in human frame, kathas are very good for their body and their functioning. That is why the kathas. That is why children like story. Without telling them anything, if you tell them something in a story, they are very happy. Why? Because that is how all the rasas are satisfied in the body, the way it should function. Such things are happening. So, saints said, oh, it's better to tell them in kathas. Now, so many stories they created. Otherwise, one Ramayana, one Mahabharata is sufficient. It is eternal history. That what to do tells you Ramayana, what not to do tells you Mahabharata. So for human frame, two things were sufficient. The way it functions, the way its dynamics are. Why all this came? Because everybody came, so many people are happening, they are doing something or the other. So to reach to the reality, this has to be certain basic questions. Jigyasa, one should read, Tathato Brahma Jigyasa, which we call that, one should ask that question. Then only one start traveling. If you consider that Guru is not the ultimate reality, then who will make you reach there? You will not understand. So when you say he is the ultimate reality, then you are not speaking him in terms of body. You are not speaking about him in terms of mind. You are not speaking about him in terms of creation. You are speaking in terms of the one who is behind this creation, or in whom this creation is existing. That is how the word's ultimate understanding may come. That there is only one, somewhere you have to begin from some point, and that identity you have to keep intact. Do not forget what is your identity, because if you lose the identity, then you are in the sea. As I say, it is everywhere. What will you do? If you are, the best example I give, because this I give for only indication. What happens is, if we are not seeking right way, we take that example to be as it is, which is not the case. Because in material world, it is through bakery language, there is a limit that thing can be conveyed. That is why I say the moment you start experiencing role of language becomes limited. Until you want something, how to move this way, this is happening. Otherwise, what is the need? Sit in meditation and go. But before that, I say language role is important. So I keep giving this example, consider God, because you are very difficult for you to conceive that this whole creation is like this. Consider this whole creation like an ocean. Okay, that this is like an ocean. And Guru is a boat in that ocean. And you as a soul are sitting in that boat. Not as a body, as a soul, you are sitting in that boat. And making your journey. The moment you are initiated, you are sitting inside Guru, and Guru is sitting inside. Because there in Brahman, inside and outside is not there. It is only in limited mind that we know what is inside and what is outside in the whole. How you say in the whole, this is in, this is out, it is or it is not. So it is the mind's limitation. So we give them, okay, since you are a human being, your mind is conditioned, so imagine like this.
Because it's with respect to our senses, we are able to decipher relative things. With respect to this is in, with
Yes.
respect to this is out.
Correct.
That's why.
Yes. Once you go into meditation, when you transcend your senses, when they are normalized, that is called transcending the senses. It is not that they, like if you take any drug, you numb them. If you do meditation, you make them normal. This is the difference. Here when they become normal, then they will not trouble you. They will become normal, they will not trouble you. They become conduit for something. They will not put their demand on you. Because now they know that I am servant. So that is why this, in every stage it should be understood properly. That all the senses are servants to your master, this mind. Mind is the master of the senses. So when they become normal, and when mind is clean, it will go only towards divinity. Because this is inbuilt. See, thing is very simple. You have to begin from somewhere. That's what I am saying. That if you do not consider your existence to be immortal, it is difficult, because anything will not hold. Who will hold you? If you yourself are not immortal, then who is learning? You will die after some time. So you have to begin with the thing that this is a given. That's why I say please cognize, so that then you will move very fast. But what happens is sometimes you say I do exist, sometimes say I do not, sometimes maybe, may not be. Then it becomes difficult. Be firm on the one, whatever it is. And if you have some fourth possibility, please let me know. And this is also there.
So are we saying go with an assumption until that assumption is proven wrong?
Yes, that until that assumption is proving right. Because when you say proving wrong, that means no problem. You are speaking from the intelligence. That there is a possibility. But intelligence, I say this is written in a word, intelligence shines forth as wisdom. That means intelligence surrenders, I am satisfied. Whatever my might was, I am fully satisfied. You have given me sufficient, I am fine. When you put it right way, see, everything has a right way of doing. This whole, if you look any way, any science you specify, this Visishtadvait, all the sciences are Visishtadvaits only. That in certain discipline they are trying to understand that Advait, what is this one? Advait, one, what is this one? So they, geometry, if you see there is a right angle to everything. So same way to these subtle things there is a right angle. For intelligences there is a right angle. For mind there is a right angle. That this way it goes, then it is satisfied. Memory, if goes this way, then it is going in normal sense. Ego, if goes this way, it is going to be in the right direction, right angle. It will receive, it will be satisfied. So when those senses are normalized and what you experience, what was your question? Because then I have to make.
No. The question was about
not proving right or wrong. So when you are
making the assumption.
Assumption.
Making the assumption and
assumption. Suppose this.
Because you have to start somewhere. I mean, if I have to say that yes, I am mortal, I will have to take that assumption, and then I was saying that until I am proven wrong. But,
yes.
No.
So because assumption, supposition and imagination, 3 words are there. Generally, assumption used when you are doing something very firmly. As in mathematics, you assume something and then you prove it mostly right.
Yes.
And supposition means where you are just trying to make a point. Suppose you are not a human being. Suppose you are divine. So we are giving a supposition then. And then there is another angle. Imagine that you are like that, trying to move, make you move in certain dimension. So these are 3 different ways of locating oneself. So assumption, whenever you use word, use it with some firmness. Like you have assumed the duty in a company of a manager. That means there is no supposition, there is no imagination. You have really worked as a manager there. When you work as a manager, you will succeed. Now, who is doubting that I am not a manager in that company?
Who is not doubting?
Who is doubting? Who is doubting one's own existence? Who is that? That I am not immortal. Who is that?
Is the person himself.
And that is where this I say word have very meaning. When you say person himself, that means he is older than immortal. The one who is questioning that you are not an immortal, he must be much more knowledgeable than your immortal. He has seen you, your immortality, and he said, no, this is fickle. You are not immortal, I am. Because I know you are prone to death. Or if he is, please try to visualize it. If somebody younger than immortal, which you are calling, you is telling, no, I am not immortal. That means what right does he got to say that you are not immortal? Is it making sense? Consider yourself 2 personalities. That's why this and that. All the time this will keep changing. Now you are giving an assumption that maybe I am not immortal. So That's why I say take a stance clear. If you say maybe, then question answer will be different. If you say no, I am saying firmly I am not immortal, then I will say, then who is this who knows that you are immortal? That means that person has to be immortal, or little 2 years older to that person, that this dies and that is. He does not have right. Somebody who is younger does not have right to say what the older was doing. He has not seen. So the one who is mortal has not seen the immortal. How can he say that it doesn't exist? Only the eternal can say. This is why I say when you go higher, that's why I keep making differences. That there are 3 words: immortal, infinite, and eternal. क्या अंतर है इसमें? What is the difference? Eternal. So this I am just can cognize later. Just I am making it simpler that how to do the self-inquiry, because you have to be very honest in your self-inquiry, because it is about you, nobody else. So immortal, it can be told like this, that eternity is ultimate divinity or reality, which never changes. It is as it is. It is who it is, or it is that it is, whosoever it is, it is. If you call, why I keep on saying who, the moment you say it is what, you are in trouble. That is that was nothing changes, but your thing changes, because you have made your goals a matter, not the living. That is whole Guru Parampara. That when we realize this, then only we realize the value of Guru Parampara. That is why here even God comes, he has to make a Guru. Otherwise, his existence is also in trouble. Otherwise, there is no continuity. So, when eternity you consider which never changes. And then comes the second time when the time takes birth. Time has come from eternity, because time is there and it is not there. So this cognition has to be very clear. So immortality comes in terms of that. That when you cross that time's limit, so you are striving for that. Infinity, generally we say just for the visualization sake that it is expansion. Otherwise, if I say your age is infinite, then it is saying like you are immortal. So in which dimension you are using it, the word. So I say to make clear, we say this is horizontal. Suppose your expansion is happening. Once you realize you are immortal, now your soul is established. Now you are expanding. Till the time your soul is, you are not even letting your soul establish. That time, then who will expand? So that is a Sanshaya Atma Vinashyati. The one who doubts, so many rays are in the sun. If one parallel goes to another and push, how does it matter to the sun? Go, it's your karma, what can be done? If you have fallen so much parallel and in the same coincidence, you are over. So if you have to know, then you have to say yes. I am not merely the ray, I am the same sun. Because I originate from there, so I have every right to say I am the sun. So long as he is there, I have to be there. It is not that, he can just do something and close himself and say no rays. No. Sun is there, then ray is also there. So if eternity is there, then you are also there. So when this becomes clear that I am immortal. So when birth, this time begins. So that is why you say Kala, Karma, Swabhav, 3 things. When we go beyond that no, I am immortal, then only our reform, exactly transformation begins. Because till then you have not identified yourself. So first you have to come clear on your existence, that I do exist. Because as a belief it should not be held. Where a mistake we are making is holding it as a belief. It should be the reality for you. And that is what for sadhana is. That is what why you are a seeker. That I really want to know. This is my real wish or deep desire or the ultimate desire. That I want to know who I am. Otherwise it is going just like that. So then it is established that you are a soul. Then when you are a soul, you are your existence, then you need an identity. Because as I was saying, to complete that example, that this world is like ocean and that Guru is a boat and you as a soul is sitting in that boat. Because by definition that boat is infinite and infinite can carry as many infinite as are available. There is no paucity of space there. So if suppose you say I want a liberation, then he just picks your head and throws you into the ocean. Over. Now how will you know a drop has fallen into the ocean? How will he know that I am different from ocean? Until somehow something has happened and he comes up for some transient time. Then he will I am different and down below is the ocean. Only that much movement. So consider this life that moment. That I am up in the air. To realize that I am if I by chance fall onto this is God's grace that I have fallen onto the boat. Now I realize this, yes, sea is all around there. I am also safe. I am making a journey and I am enjoying the sea. So we don't run away from the world, whole creation. We enjoy and we are safe. Karanadhar Sadguru Dradhnava Durlabh Sad Sulabh Karipava. जो न तरे भव सागर नर समाज असपाय काले कर्म ईश्वर मिथ्या दोष लगाए. If this all is available and still we are not striving to go ahead, then why are you cursing Kal, Karma and Swabhava? You are not making effort. Everything is available. So we have to begin from two things. Always come to about this because it will keep changing. That's why I say this land is that of seekers. They want to really know who they are. And once they become seeker, they will attain to knowledge. Once they attain to knowledge, they will move towards surrender. Before that they cannot. Even if they are willing, they will remain distressed. When the trouble comes, they will say, I am surrendering. It is not surrender. It is asking that I am in very much trouble, give me something. So that has to be in the right direction and right way. That is why it is told in such a way that you first of all come to this any confusion about these. I say spiritual seeker, spiritual person, especially if they are in a Guru Parampara. They have found their Guru. They should not have Shok, Moh, Sandeh, Brahm. Four things should not. These are the words. If you are any time caught into this, that means you need satsang. You need clarity. And this will keep minimizing in the same proportion you are clear about your existence. That yes, I do exist. And you know your identity. Equally important. Rather, identity is more important than the existence. Because existence can be beholden only in identity. If you do not have a frame in what and who you will uphold. So these two things, when they are clear, then only somebody is there who is traveling with an identity. So that way it happens. So it is all about individual journeys. So first at the understanding level, because there is so much to read. If you start reading, you go haywire. So that is one again another way of tiring yourself. If you want to tire, then read. That ho gaya, pata nahi chala, but don't get mired into it. When it refuses, then make your note. हमने खूब पढ़ लिया था. Now it doesn't help. After reading, it doesn't help much. N number of big books I read, it is not moving me an inch. So make your own note, because the more you move towards totality, all things which are fickle, they come in a haywire manner. So making yourself very clear, moving with clear determination and clarity that this is how I am moving. have one's clarity about one's existence, have one's identity very clear, and then only you can move correct way. So anytime Shok, Moh, Sandeh, Brahm, if these things are troubling you, that means world is still with you. You have not crossed it in the sense it is referred by knowledgeable or realized person. It doesn't say run away. It says have the right order. And this identity of being disciple is such that it enhances every other identity. Your every other relationship will be much more smooth and well. Because it is not worldly relationship. It is not talking about, I'm saying, not about your body, not about your mind. Nothing. It is something else. It is about Paravidya. It is not the field of Paravidya. That is, whatever is happening, that is happening. Some means you need to carry your life. So it is happening that way.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
Shok, Moha,
Sandeh, Brahm.
and Brahm. So Shok and Moha will be there in the worldly attachments. I mean, for me as a husband or a father or a son, those attachments in the life will always remain. And that will keep causing misery to me when things are not in the right order.
It is not so.
So, while that is there, I should not be attached. Is that what it means? Or move toward detachment? Or
No, it is like, see, what is Guru? Let me begin, because the God is, again, we say it is everywhere. Right now it is between one's Guru and disciple. It is like that. It is, first of all, it is a drishti. How to see. How to see reality. Then it is a presence. So, seeing from right angle, when you see things as it is, then Guru is saying these things do not exist. If they are appearing to exist for us, that means we have not reached to a stage from where it should be seen. If you are giving space to their existence, so then you are not seeing correctly. Now you say, can I see in just one moment? No, some preparation. That's why I say the basics. Read first you about one's existence, about identity, those things, and they are put into the correct frame. Then that movement. That's why I keep saying, keep writing your diaries. Your things will be clearer for you. That how you are moving towards clarity. All what we are undergoing, there is some karma behind it. Only liberated people do not have karma of their own. They come to take our karmas. So that otherwise they are liberated. What is the need for them to be in the world? So that is why I say, Paramarat ke karane sadhun dharat sarir. It is for others to take, to act as that boat. Because to them, sea is handy. Ocean is handy. They can move anywhere in this. So that's not a trouble for them. So they come for this, that there so many people are there who are yearning for knowing their reality. Let them also, because that is how it is. Others, those who are yearning, they have some karma. Runanubandh or anything you call them, so many words are given. That some karma is there, due. So things are happening. So when you start seeing correct way, then you start accepting that karma, that this is the fruit, this work has been done, this has come for this. And when you are going in a right way, even in the worldly sense also, when you are doing something correctly, troubles will be less. If you are having a proper driving license, you are following the rule on the road, accidents are less likely to happen. You are calm and composed and going well. So that is the preparation. So that karma also keeps dissipating some fruit. But these things are not there. If we are seeing them, then we are seeing illusion. It is our angle of seeing that making them appear. So every word should be, what is shok? Why shok? Because I have to tell this in English. Shok means grieving unnecessarily. Chinta, क्या होता है उसको? Worrying. Worrying. What is the role of worrying in life?
Worry comes, I think, because of anticipating a wrong event.
Yes. True. Why should that be anticipated? So, when you say one dimension of your is good, that means you can create anything you want. Suppose that time you are in that dimension, then who is creating that anticipation? See, this thing which he asked the question, or he is saying, I say question is only one, there are no two questions. You go this way, that way, it will come to the same question. I am saying all the dimensions, the ultimate whom you are calling, he or that or she, whatever you want to call that, it's up to you. Please consider him living. That's all I am saying. Do not consider somewhat. I am going to that Brahma, that no. You should consider as a being. It's not, it is sensible. It is being wise to consider that as more wiser than ourselves. Because if it is matter, then you are saying, in other words, I am being run by matter. The spirit is being run by the matter. And at the realization level, there is no difference between matter and spirit. It is one thing. There is no difference between this life and that life. It is very same, but on the realization stage, not before. So, when we say these things are not existing there, that means we are not seeing them correctly. We have to see them the way they are. Because ultimate being, you cannot imagine about anything about that. So only thing is, whose this thing eyes you will see. To whom you are calling Guru, this kaisa dikhta hai. Then when you experience, it is like this, I am seeing. Today I am saying that these things do not exist. Then when you get one into with that vision, you will start saying, these things do not exist. So when whom you are calling ultimate, let me complete the sentence so it doesn't go here and there. Because threads are so many, if I get one to one, others are lost. So that ultimate has same dimensions as you have. Because you are, that's what I am saying all the time. That any guru would say this, you are, thou are that, aap hi ho, koi aur nahi. But nothing other than you, what you are considering. You, only you. Anything what you have worn up over your mind, your bodies and what all, that is not you. You are that eternal. So all the dimensions which that has, you also have, because you are the very same. Now suppose in that dimensions when you are in fearful or something, that becomes active. And anyway you are giving with very full heart that no, it should not happen like this. Then who is creating it? So be mindful. Likes create likes. Always, that's why I say roam in good ideas. I so many times I said, even roaming into the realm of good ideas is tapas. If you never come out from rolling from good ideas, you are doing some tapas to the world. Because you are pulling people up to the right direction. That is also tapas. You refuse to come down. That I will not come down. I am fine here. I will go move forward but not below this. Because this I have seen, this muck here. So this way you have to see, and that once you cross the fifth, see this is Satchidanand, there is no trouble in the world. Then where from this trouble is coming? So more which doesn't exist, that can work only on the one which doesn't exist. If inside you is only eternity, then where it will? Anything other than eternal, where will it find place to stick to? So that means we are not seeing, we are caught into some time frame. We are still not considering ourselves really immortal. Now you have said we have to begin with assumption. Otherwise also what do we do in life? See any field, you begin with assumption or supposition or imagination. So imagination you do, if you want to make a building, I will make it like this. So material you will create. Supposition, you want to understand something, so you will. But assumption is the only reality. The way it should be moved, because that you are seeing in life. If you assume some role, you assume it, you do. If you are a father, you have to assume a role of father. You are, suppose I am a father, then your son will say, what are you saying? You are my father. How can you say, suppose, imagine I am your father? You are. You have to say, you will have to assume me as your father. Because you are doing everything what a father should do. So this is the way. That is why in mathematics also, if they have to prove a theorem, you say assume x is like this, and then you prove at the end. So we are saying either you exist or you do not. There is only one possibility. And once this illusion is over, that how can it happen that I cannot exist because I am existing? Is it not possible? And no knowledge makes sense if you do not exist. If you are a second less than eternity, eternity is 1 second older to you, it doesn't make any sense because you will disappear. What for you are having any knowledge or anything? When you have to die, duration is long, that's what you are saying. Now you are thinking I will die in 100 years or 50 years. There it is on the scale of eternity. If you are thousands you are living, it is of no use. So your knowledge makes sense only when you are eternal. It will not make sense. When you are eternal, when you are so vast, can you know all your dimensions? You need somebody to hold on to that. Here I am safe. That entity is called Guru. That is why we say it is the creation of God. It is not a human being making. Because he, the one who exists everywhere, he can't do anything. That's what I am saying. Right? This is just like that's all. Neither it can utter a single word, neither it can move. It is just there, like a statue. That is why people were way of making statues. You can see this. Why they make murti. That this is like. Can't do anything. Whatever you throw, you get back. That is that. So the entity, only entity is Guru. He also finds place in him and we also find place in him. Where does God stay? You read anything, ask him, say 3 places. Either in the heart of a saint or Guru, whatever you want to call, or in the eyes. Ya to drishti mein ya hriday. That is where it is. And third is in the walk, because it is the way to communicate. So that is how they say, you are asking about Brahma. Guru is called in our Guru Parampara Param Brahm, in which that means, I mean, it's just at this point of time you can just imagine that Param Brahm means so many Brahms can be accommodated into it. Because the current, why I have told this is now current theory in the science is going there. The universe, there may be multiverse. So they are also reaching slowly towards that. So such is the case. That we call that Guru Sakshat Param Brahma. Tasmai Shri Guru. No, who is such? He can only be one. So this is illusion. And that when we say one, it accommodates all. And this is illusion, not getting to that, how to get to that. That is only one, and I am also that. How I am. So that's why I say there are 7 ways of asking questions. Who, how, where, when, what, why, and which one. So the last is our selection, where we find that here I will get. So I always say that for Guru you should not run in a hurry. Go, stay for some time, do the satsang in every way when you are satisfied. That yes, here is the light. Because your Guru has to be ultimate. If he himself is not liberated and ultimate, how will he liberate you or make you reach to the ultimate? Now who will decide this? Only your heart. Who else? It is we who have to make a decision that here. And he will say, no, you can, any moment you are free, because he knows that you can't go anywhere. There is no such place where we say that he is Param Brahm. So wherever we are going, we are within him. Only in our knowledge we are going and coming for him, it doesn't matter. You come 10,000 births later, okay, fine. You come now, fine. It doesn't matter. Because it is his creation. These are just forms. So this is for that for our own security, we have to see him as a person. And reality is that only, because any reality which is material, cannot qualify as a reality for a conscious being. Consciousness is this play of this we call Leela, playing with itself in different forms. When it was one, is a no, I want to experience myself, just an idea, and it became 2. So now, there are 2. One is seeing and one is being seen. Now what happened to the first one? That only became the 2. That is where the imagination confuses. That one remains that one only. ऐसा थोड़ी है कि it became 2 then that disappeared. That one remains the one, which means it 2 created. That is, one is Guru, then other is disciple. Now they both are connected by what? That one only. That only became 2. So are they different? In that sense it is an illusion. So, but have we reached to that realization? Because that, when we reach to that realization, that will be a different condition. That will be the condition of utter gratitude. Then we will not ask those questions. When we realize this, right? After attaining to the knowledge only, we realize the value of Guru. That is why Kabir said, Guru Govind do khade kake lagu pai. He reached to that realization. Then only he said, not before. He is saying very clearly, dono, both are there. Balihari Guru aapne Govind diyo bataya. That means both ways it says. Govind said here you have to, or Govind diyo bataya. That Guru made me reach to the Govind. So that is how it is. That it is only one, only because there are so many illusions. To remove the illusion, that is disciple. Consider a disciple or yourself or ourselves as a small illusion and Guru the bigger illusion, in which small illusion can safely accommodate oneself. Much more the sweet is also not good. No?
Friday we are again associating it with Guru Purnima. So we are planning Satsang 27th.
Yeah, evening 7.
7 o'clock evening.
7 o'clock. Yeah. So any questions you have, please send it in the group that will be addressed. You can ask there also, but it's a working day.
ठीक है.
Should I unplug this laptop thing?